All right, St. Louis. Look like today is Friday evening, of course. I'm coming on. Gonna talk for a few minutes. We're not gonna stay on long, St. Louis. I'm just gonna take a few minutes to see if we can go somewhere in which we've not traveled before. I think it's imperative or important that we truly begin to understand how the universe works. I honestly believe that what we consider to be the universe is not the universe. I believe it's our mind. The mind has trillions of cells, just as many cells as there are in the universe as far as stars. So what we must ask ourselves, is it possible that we're actually envisioning a universe, but we're looking within ourselves? Is it possible? Is it possible that the human mind has not evolved to know that it's capable of knowing more than it knows? Is it possible? I'm one to believe that question can't be answered until we reach the higher level of awareness to understand what we were incapable of understanding. In order to understand, you have to have the power to understand. In no way am I trying to go over your head, but I'm definitely trying to figure out what is going on. Because there's something wrong with this picture. Oh, there's something definitely wrong. I just heard of a classmate just this morning, Larry Wilburn, dying down in Carr Square. I guess this morning his brother Bryant broke the news. There's so many classmates. And many of you are probably saying, well, unfortunately, we're going to die. I'm one to believe that that's not true. I believe that energy just changes states. And I'm one to believe that we're not energy. I believe that we are a perfect sound, but unfortunately we have been trapped in the Earth's magnetic field, which is in our mind. It's not out there. Everything is in your mind. Everything that you're encoding from spectrums of light, you're one with what you're encoding, but you are the greatest REM and you don't even know it. You know, it's sad and it's unfortunately disturbing that we haven't reached the level of intellect to know that what we're following is incomplete. And what's so disturbing about it, we formulated all of our ideas, not just ideas, but technology, from what we thought was true. But yet we never finished the course. And that course is reaching a full developed mind. The question is, what will happen once your mind reaches a full development? I'm one to believe 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time is subsequently, or what we've been told is actually happening within the universe. But there is something in which we can't understand, which is beyond space and time, because we have to reach a higher level of awareness, or I should say a developed mind, in order to understand it. So that tells me we're so far from the truth, and we have not a clue that we are, because you're not going to know that you lack truth until you now know you have found what you didn't know. As I said about my classmate, childhood friend, not only Larry, but quite a few of those that I went to school with, worked with, grew up with, are perishing. And until we come to the realization of what is actually going on, nothing will change. Everything will remain the same. That's what's so disturbing. In other words, the laws of thermodynamics state entropy will continue to increase, basically saying chaos and disorder will continue to occur until we reach a higher level of awareness to be able to stop the noise. As I said, I believe there's an abundance of noise in which we all dwell. And the noise itself is not allowing us to be able to reach a deeper level of ourselves. So as a result, we can only think at the level of our mind. We can't go beyond it because you have not the processing power to know. I mean, it clearly states that Entropy increases disorder. So the more you decrease in mind power, the less you're able to process. No different than a computer. If the computer has a virus, it's not going to be able to give you the answer that's needed to be given in order to let you know what's right or wrong. I believe we were unfortunate from the beginning of creation. We tried to build something with an undeveloped mind, and as a result, we got what we got. We got brokenness. With brokenness comes the police department, fire department, hospital, as well as wars. With brokenness comes a lot of destruction. It's just like a glass breaking all around you. But you don't realize that there is a way to fix that brokenness if you can just fix and develop your mind. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, and seek ye first the kingdom, which is the mind, until we come to that realization to understand that there's more to it than what we know. Nothing will change. The Bible also says everything remained the same as it was in the beginning. I believe that in this season, we're waking up, and it's our responsibility, those that are awakened, is to tell those that are not the truth. And as a result of knowing the truth, it's your responsibility to pay close attention so you can take it to the level in which you need to take it in order to go where you need to go, which is, as they call, 13.8 billion years into the future, which will allow you to see something that you were incapable of seeing. The question is, what is that? I think you're going to be seeing the truth. In other words, you're going to come to realize and find out you were following a lie, following deception. But once your mind awakens to a point in which you never thought it was possible, you will begin to see everything face to face. Shout out to my grandbaby Noah. Granddaddy, love you, son. I'm going to see you sooner than you think. Shout out to Winton Catherine. Oh, Daddy, love you so much. Shout out to Walter, Zion, Gabe, and Danielle. This is our season to take that mountain. And trust me, we're equipped to do just that. I want all of you to have a wonderful weekend, from the Bahamas to New York, to Chi-Town, to Oregon, to Florida, to Virginia, also Georgia, as well as St. Louis. And remember, we're just starting, and you ain't seen nothing yet. We're just beginning. May God continue to cover you all and get you to understand this is our season, and we shall take that mountain. God bless.
When I say you're not the best I've ever had in my life.